They wake up early morning every day, not because an alarm tells them to, but because somewhere in the apartment there's a sound, paws on the floor, a tail wagging, and the day begins, not around school runs or lunch boxes, but around morning walks, wet food, and a creature who asks for nothing except your presence. Welcome to Yuvavani. Tonight, we explore one of Bengaluru's most quietly radical trends, a generation that is choosing fur over forever. They even have a name for themselves, DINKWADs, double income, no kids, with a dog. In a city like Bengaluru, with its long commutes, studio apartments, and remarkable capacity for reinvention, their numbers are growing every year. Tonight, you'll meet two of them, Sandhya, a young professional whose life changed on a Sankranti morning she never planned for, and Anupam, a software engineer who left his desk and built Bengaluru's most beloved pet travel community, one Sunday picnic at a time. This is their world, and it might tell us something about ours. Anupam grew up in a home full of animals: cows, goats, dogs, cats. When he moved to Bengaluru for work, something felt missing. So he joined a dog shelter, and then he started organizing picnics for dogs, with fashion shows, painting competitions, and pool parties.
Regarding a pet's picnic, I am trying to do anything that we do in our typical picnic that we have been always doing in our childhoods, starting from morning till evening, including games, activities, good food, good fun, music, everything. So in our typical pet-friendly picnics, or pet picnics as we called, we have a pool party for them. Why just humans should have fun? Let them also have a pool party. We have a pool party. We have good number of food stalls for them. They can choose what they want to eat. It's a literal buffet for them. We have multiple activities, fashion shows, painting competitions. Yes, the dogs paint. They paint with their paws, and you should see those paintings. They are beautiful. There's a dog called Dali, if you know, and he's very famous. So she literally paints with her mouth, with holding the brushes and all. It's very nice, you should see.
Pool parties, fashion shows, dogs painting with their paws. This is what a Bengaluru Sunday morning looks like when the pet community gathers. But why are young people building their lives this way? Why pets and not children? Anupam has watched this shift happen right in front of him.
Even though they are called pet parents, and they are equally or maybe sometimes more responsible than just having a human kid. But the thing, what I feel is, from the day you have a pet, you don't start thinking about your investment on it. When you have a child, you start thinking about school, colleges and everything. When you have a pet, you don't start thinking about those things. So financial is definitely one thing. And rather than that, there are no tantrums, I would feel. A pet always keeps you happy. No matter, even the pet doesn't have any expectations from you. When a child grows up, they start having expectations. Definitely, it's a human nature. But the pet doesn't. It just wants some love, some food, and just you being with it. It just needs you. That's it. It doesn't matter how, if you are a good person, if you're a bad person, if you scold it, if you don't give him good food, if you don't take him out of restaurants, he's fine. He just needs to be with you. So probably that is one very good reason people are now choosing to have a pet, dog, cat or anyone rather than having a kid.
Sandhya didn't plan to become a pet parent. She didn't even know she wanted to be one until a Sankranti morning, 1 year into her marriage, changed everything without any warning at all.
So it was on the morning of Sankranti. My husband and me, we were 1 year into the marriage. And my husband said, we have to visit a friend for Sankranti. And January 15th, we visited a friend and we got Shifu from there. Like his puppy had a litter and Shifu was one of them. So he was so damn cute. We just couldn't leave him there. And then we asked our friend, and the friend was also insistent on, like if you like pets, then why don't you just take one? And that's how Shifu came into our life with no planning, nothing. We just woke up one morning. It was Sankranti. We did puja in the house and then we went out and Shifu just walked into our lives.
Shifu, named after Master Shifu from Kung Fu Panda. And just like that, fictional teacher, he had lessons to give.
So I became a very soft person, and I also became like a very fiercely guarding person to my dog, even though, like he believes that he guards me, but I can completely understand that, like this changed me in a way where I need not really have a child, but I could still feel very similar motherly instincts. So he just showed me that I'm capable of loving an animal without expecting anything back, and something that I had never experienced before. So people who have dogs, I think they would be able to understand this feeling and put it into words. But again, I'm sure people who have kids, what they're experiencing is completely different than what I am experiencing. It's just that both a child and a pet cannot compete. They can coexist in a person's life, or people can choose to have one of the both.
But building a life around a pet in Bengaluru is not without its frustrations. Sandhya knows this better than most.
Yeah, so this is something, I was like very paranoid about as a pet parent. But then the market has started evolving so much for, pet parents and for the comfort of their pet. There are boardings where they are AC centralized and there are trained behaviorists who are working there. They give very good food to the pet. Plus, there is 24/7 camera facility available. I don't think these kind of facilities are even available for, children if they have to be left alone or left in a place for some time. So these kind of facilities, because the market is emerging to accommodate the pet parents or the DINKWADs and their needs, I feel like a lot of people are now choosing to have dogs and they can also travel because there is definitely somebody or the other who can take care of them. It can either be a boarding, it can be a home boarding, it can be personal care, or friends or family are also like more wanting to have a pet living in their space because it's like a happy weekend for them as well. One thing I would want to tell pet parents is be a parent, and there is no comparison or there is no distinction between being a pet parent or just a parent. You have to be parental. You can't be like, oh, it's a pet, so I can be a little, I can leave a little slack over there.
But what makes this community different from any other gathering in the city? Anupam has a simple answer.
A pet parent community is something where you can include your pets without thinking how you will be judged for having a pet. There's no judgment. No matter if your pet is a dog or a cat, or if is disabled, doesn't bark, barks, smiles, talks, doesn't talk to anyone, doesn't even like you. Maybe your pet doesn't like anyone, but you will not be judged. You are welcome everywhere. So that's a pet parent community, and I would say this is a very good place to be. If you can go to any pet parent gathering, you can always feel the peace around. You can feel the happiness around. It's for no reason. There's no reason for them to happy over there other than seeing all the dogs running around. But it's a place of peace.
What Sandhya and Anupam represent is not just a lifestyle, it is an economy. India's pet industry is now growing at nearly 20% annually. Bengaluru leads the country in pet ownership per capita. Every corner of the city now has a pet clinic, a pet groomer, a pet boarding with 24-hour camera access. There are pet spas, pet resorts, not pet-friendly resorts, but resorts exclusively for pets. There is home-delivered fresh pet food, cooked daily and sent to your door. And Anupam has watched all of it happen in real time.
Oh, pet market has evolved from last 5 years a lot. It's $1 billion industry right now. Specifically in terms of food. Previously, when we thought about pet food, we only knew the dry food, dry kibbles coming in. But right now we see there are a lot of new brands coming in, a lot of clean label foods coming in, a lot of dehydrated treats coming in, a lot of fresh foods coming in. Right now you can actually order home delivery pet fresh food the day it has been cooked, and it is a perishable item. You cannot store it, so you get it ordered, they'll deliver it to your doorstep tomorrow or today morning. You get it feed done. Tomorrow when you need again, they'll deliver it again. So this is something that's about. We have pet spas, we have pet resorts, not pet friendly resort, pet resorts. It is only for pets, not for us. Something similar. We have pet cafes now. So there's a lot of things coming up, from food to medical to applications to environments, travel, everything is coming up for pets. So it's a growing industry and it will grow much more.
But perhaps the most honest measure of this love is not the industry it has built. It is something much simpler. Something Anupam said near the end of our conversation that stopped everything.
Pet community is evolving, pets are evolving, their intelligence is evolving. So treat them as your own children, as your family. They're not just an object to own, they're a family. So they just live for 15 years max, probably. But for them, it's their whole life with you.
Their whole life with you. Sandhya has felt the weight of that. And this is what she'd say to anyone listening tonight who is curious or doubtful or standing at the edge of this choice.
I think one thing I would want to tell pet parents is be a parent. And there is no comparison or there is no distinction between being a pet parent or just a parent. You have to be parental. You can't be like, oh, it's a pet, so I can be a little, I can leave a little slack over there. That's not something that I would want anybody to do. And the second thing is, for people who want to be pet parents in the future, this is not something I was aware of. I just went and got a pet, right? There are a lot of pets that are waiting for homes. A lot of pets, they keep coming on my page as well. A lot of people keep sending me requests saying that, hey, can you please share this on your story so that other people are aware that there is a pet waiting for home. So I would say adopt. Don't shop. In fact, in case ever in future, if I have to get a second pet, I would definitely want to adopt and get a brother or a sister for my pet. And it is going to be challenging, but the journey is so worth it. More than challenges, it will just open up a different realm of your soul that has never experienced that kind of love.
A different realm of the soul. This is what Sandhya found in a 6-kilogram dog named after a Kung Fu master. This is what Anupam finds every Sunday morning when 50 dogs run leash-free through Bengaluru and their humans forget for a few hours to worry about anything at all. This city is quietly changing what family means. And at the heart of that change is something very old and very simple. The need to love something completely. And to be loved back, without conditions, without judgment, without end. Fur over forever. Our program today on Yuvavani. Good night, Bengaluru.